You could have the glow up all of your life over the summer, but if you still got the charisma of a dead toad, people are not going to want to be around you. And so here are the 3 most effective ways that I have improved my own charisma to go from a virgin in high school to the most charismatic and humble person you will ever meet. Okay, all jokes aside, here are the 3 things. The first thing, put on your lab coat because you're going to get experimenting. You're going to experiment with being more funny, being nicer, whatever you choose to do. The second thing, where'd it come from? Where'd it go? Where'd it come from? You're going to start singing, you're going to start dancing more, and you're going to start talking to yourself more. The third thing, you're going to become someone's #1 biggest fan. You're going to spend a lot of time with a highly charismatic person. You don't have to be friends with them, you just got to spend time with someone who is highly charismatic. And if you do these 3 things, you could become unrecognizable in just 1 month. Here's why. I once suffered a really bad rejection where I was basically stuck with the other person who just rejected me for like the next 2 weeks. And it made me so much less scared of rejection. My confidence went up so much. And my understanding of what to do in the future shot up as well. And this is what we're going to be doing here. You're not going to be suffering any rejections, but you're going to be having perspective altering experiences, which are going to massively improve your confidence, and they're going to improve your understanding of charisma. So you may not improve your actual skill of being funny, for example, one of the aspects of charisma, but you may gain a deeper understanding of how to do it, how much you should focus on it and that stuff, and you'll have the confidence to do it. And with those 2 things, you can basically just do more of it. So it's not that your skill is actually the limiting thing, it's just how much of it you're doing. And so in 1 month, you can massively change your charisma. You can become completely unrecognizable just by learning what you need to do more of and having the confidence to do it. But this will only happen if you really lock in, because I've had many months where I haven't really improved my charisma much. So that first thing with the experimentation, you need to be socializing for this. So there should really be like a step 0 for this as well, which is to find social events to go and meet people. This can be a little bit hard, but you can just look online for stuff in your area, and you kind of just got to take risks with this and try and do sports if you can, because that's always safe and fine. Another good way to do this is to just get a job. Go start working at Macca's, bro. And then when you are socializing with people, pick one behavior. Maybe you want to try being more funny. Maybe you want to try being more nice. You want to try like complimenting people more and asking more follow-up questions to them, or whatever it may be. Just try doing that. Now, you've probably already been doing this. You've probably been trying to do it, but the summer, this is your break. You're with different people. You're not with the people you're at school or whoever you're hanging out with normally. And so this is an opportunity to be a completely different person. No one knows you that well, and no one's going to judge you as much if you start acting a little bit different, particularly if that different is better. And so use this as your opportunity to experiment with being different people, being new people. And what this will do, it'll break you out of your old identity. It'll break you out of that habit of always acting in a certain way. It's also going to massively improve your confidence, because you'll be seeing like, oh, when I do this, it doesn't actually go so bad. And you'll improve your discipline in like doing scary stuff that you're not used to doing. Some other ways to make this easier is to write something on your hand so that you remember to do it. And also, before you do it, think about the purpose of why you're doing it. Are you doing it to become charismatic? Well, excellent. That's a very, very good purpose, right? Like if you have that in your mind, oh, I'm going to be such a charismatic person if I do this consistently, you're going to have much more of a reason to do it, rather than, oh, I just need to try being more funny today just for like whatever, just as an experiment. Now, for the next one, the singing and the dancing, you get a bit of a break from meeting people here. You can do this wherever. You can do this sitting in your room while you're scrolling if you want. What this is going to do, and like you literally just start, you talk to yourself a little bit, and don't talk to yourself in a really boring way. Talk to yourself in like a bit of like an expressive and silly way. And what this is going to do is going to improve your confidence and your range. It's also going to improve your expressiveness, both physical and mental. So physical, you know, you'll get better at like being more physically relaxed. You may get better at, you know, talking with more, you know, just tone and facial expression and all that stuff, which is really important for charisma. And you're also going to have more mental range. You're going to have more enthusiasm, I guess. Have you ever met a charismatic person who was just kind of, you know, just a little bit boring, a little bit like bored and tired all the time. No, you haven't. They don't have to be absolutely over the top all the time, but they have to have some level of energy. So basically, you just need to get used to having a high level of energy and expressiveness and physical relaxation. And then the third thing, which is being around a really, really charismatic person. When I hung out with this friend one time, and his name, you don't even know his name. Basically, when I hung out with him, I watched him do all this crazy stuff, which I've genuinely never seen anyone do before. He was like, he talked to like 20 different people, and he like approached this woman as well. And he was talking to like the staff at the front desk and stuff at like this place we went to. It was just like another level of extroversion I'd never seen before. And when he talked to me as well, he was so nice to me. Like he complimented me so many times. It increased my perspective of like what is normal. So if you've never seen someone do something before, you're going to be terrified to do it, even if that's like a very charismatic thing to do. And the more you see it, the more comfortable you'll be doing it. Because we do stuff when we're confident that it's going to go well. And if we see everyone else do it well, then we know it's going to go well for ourselves. This will also give you kind of like you can just visualize how they did it and copy them. If you're like theorizing about, okay, how do I like be more nice and compliment people more? Because you read that in a book or seen it in a YouTube video or something. You may not really know how to do that. But if you've been around someone who's done it, it's going to be a lot easier because you just kind of do what they did. And so you don't have to be friends with a really charismatic person. You just got to somehow be around someone who's pretty charismatic. And you got to actively observe during the socialization and afterwards what they did differently. And then you got to try that stuff, or you got to try the watered down version of that stuff. You don't have to jump straight to the crazy stuff. So this is your tutorial. This is your 1 month transformation, and it begins starting today, not starting tomorrow, starting today, because you can do that dancing one right now. You can find an activity to go to right now. You can think about a charismatic person right now. All of this you can do right now. And right now is when your motivation is at a peak. So make sure you use this time to act, because this is the best time to act. And this 1 month transformation, that guy in 1 month, you're going to be like, wow, who was that guy? He's so cool, what? And so you can only do that if you actually lock in, and now is the best time to lock in while that motivation is high. So I hope this video helped. Subscribe and have an amazing day.